Okay, I should be live. Hi, it's me, your mother goose Justine, and I am back with another Amber A Brat react. I would love to welcome my gaggle back to my flock. Today we're going to be reacting to Amberlynn's latest video. It's going to have lab results, a weight loss surgery update, which I am so here for. I couldn't wait to react. And am I a spoiled brat? I'll have a timestamp to when this reaction begins pinned in the comments, and it'll also be in the description in case you want to skip the beginning where I'm just kind of chatting with my audience. I don't blame you because I usually go on about my hair. I mean, can you blame me? All right, very good, guys. How was everybody? First, I got to say who was first. Not Another Sock Puppet was first. Wait, were they? Yes, Not Another Sock Puppet. I don't think you were first before. I don't remember that. So welcome. Next was Daja. I don't think they've been first, or I don't remember. I don't recall them. Welcome. Baba Yaga, Kelly, Haley, Katie, Marigold, Novi, Catherine. Welcome everybody. I'm so here for this because why am I so why am I so invested? It's like what is going on with this weight loss surgery? You've gone a week without Amberlynn content, Ms. V. Look, I'm too curious, guys. I have got to click. I have to click. So, I got nothing. I need to know the weight loss surgery update. So, apparently, according to Mama Goob, who DM'd with Amber about all of this, about the weight loss surgery stuff, because Mama Goob had weight loss surgery, Mama Goob said that Amber said that her weight loss surgeon was going to be talking to her dietitian Friday, which was a few days ago. So I'm hoping there's some kind of dang update and she's going to get weight loss surgery. I could be way off. But look, I need this to happen because I don't need it. I mean, no, I don't need it. Amber needs it, but you know, don't we all need like a good story for frig's sake? Shelly said, meh, Amber is blah at the moment. She's clickbaiting again. Probably, but guys, look, I took the bait, okay? Thank you. Naomi said beautiful hair today. See, the problem with my hair today is, so I just washed it yesterday, right? The problem is that this was, yes, it came out fantastic. This was probably my favorite wash day. Kelly knows what's up. The problem with this wash day is this, of course, the products I'm using are like the most expensive ones. Yesterday, first of all, I knew, I had a moment, guys. I knew I had to really clarify my hair, right? Like really deep clean it. And I have my Twist light clarifier, but it wasn't enough. I knew I needed a real one, so I sprung for Waterworks by Weedad, of course. I was like, I've got to get that. So I got it, and I clarified my hair yesterday. Now here's so this part isn't that expensive, because was this expensive? Yes, but I'm only going to clarify my hair maybe every month, so, you know, it's fine. The bad part is then I followed up with my, what do you call it? The conditioner, Vitacurl Balancing Rinse Conditioner. So it's you rinse it out, right? It's just a conditioner. So I was enjoying it. So when I was conditioning my hair with it, I love this so much. It feels and smells amazing, and everything is perfect for my hair. I've been looking for this my whole life. So I was like, you know what? I'm not rinsing this out. I was like, you know what? I'm just leaving this in. I was like, this ain't going down no drain, I thought. I'm leaving this in my hair. And you know what? I'm going to skip my leave-in conditioner. That's what I thought. So I left this in. So that's the first thing. So what made this so expensive, right? Well, first of all, like, I mean, anyway, so the products I used are the Vitacurl Weedad mousse and a gel cream, which are both very expensive. I got a Wee Dad hookup because that I can't share, and I'm so sorry, and I wish I could. It's just, of course, the best products I like. Ruthie said, "Uh-oh, gotta rinse the conditioner out." Here's the thing. Hear me out. Hear me out. It wasn't my idea originally. I've seen people do that. I watch a lot of hair videos. I don't have look. I don't spend nearly as much time talking about it as I could if I didn't have control. Okay, so I do have a hookup, not another sock pocket. Thank Kelly for that. Anyway, so I've seen lots of people use Wee Dad conditioners and then not rinse them out. I've seen it. Usually I see it on people with much coilier hair than me. So I assumed it wouldn't work for me, so I never did it. But yesterday I was like, you know what? I loved it so much that I left it in. Garlic said conditioner will melt your hair off if it's left in too long. I don't think so. I wish, Matt Simmer, then I'd get free stuff. I wish I were a secret brand ambassador for Wee Dad. Are you kidding me? Shelly said, do not watch the hair tutorial. Step away. No, because then that's how I learned how to do my hair. So I'm not going to stop. And now, anyway, so I did that and that was great. And what I like about it is it smells even better than the Wee Dad leave-in conditioner that's intended to be left in. Which smells amazing, but the rinse conditioner smells even better. Oh my God, I need a life. I'm disabled, guys. I don't have much else to talk about. Look, right? It's all about the thumbnail, Six Bacons. It's got to look good in the thumbnail. Animal said, "Does anyone remember when our girl used a hair product as skincare?" I fully remember that, but I wonder if a lot of this stuff is actually interchangeable. Now that I'm thinking about it. Because after I didn't rinse my conditioner, my hair still feels great. Like, does it really matter? does it really matter? Jeez. So I think I don't know how much interest there is for me to record another wash day using these products. But I mean, I've been perfecting it, or I've been working on it to try to reduce the frizz. I don't know. Jamie said you're going to have a lot to say about this video. That's just great. I don't even have an Olipop. I'm out. I got nothing to calm me down. Well, I do, but I want this stream to be watchable. So I won't do that. I won't. Here, there it is. Junix said about to enter your 21 in one Dr. Bronner era talking like that. I don't know what that means. I'm not that good at stuff. Like I said, I just flat didn't rinse my conditioner and I'm talking about it. I don't know how good I am at like talking about stuff. Like products. I'm not that good at it. I just, you know what I do? I watch a video, I click, I like it, I click, I buy. That's what I try to do what they do in the video. I'm not that talented at any of this. I might have a lot of good things to say about the video. Cool. Oh God, I hope so. I don't know how many of you caught what I did yesterday, but I had a member stream with a tarot reader, or with a tarot reading about all this. I ended up privating it because it came out so bad. I didn't want it out in the universe. And I did it and I was saying, I was like, oh my God, this cannot be. I was like, I really hope that this is just dead wrong. I couldn't even leave it out there. I privated it. So I need some good news. And I especially need that to feel wrong. All right, Matt Simmer said, wouldn't it make your hair feel heavy? Well, you know, it's got a pile of stuff in your hair when you have curly hair. I hate to say it. Or I do anyway, because my hair is so frizzy. But yeah, it does. But then you wash it out and then start all over. No bad juju. Exactly, Naomi. Especially since life, you know, you can make a different decision at any time. right? At any time, you can do something that you don't normally typically do, and it can change the course of your life. So, anyway, I was absolutely not leaving that out there. Yeah, curly hair can take a lot. Though, when I rewatched the wash day that I put in my member stream, I do think that that whole time I think I was putting way too much product in my hair, and I've adapted since watching it. So anyway, yeah, it's a learning curve. You got to keep trying. Hey, Crystal, thank you. We were just talking about them. Anyway, I'm the first reacting to. I know I'm early, Shelly, but the reason why I'm early reacting to this was I found a video. First of all, I said yesterday that I wasn't going to go live today. I said it in my member stream. I said there'll be no Cozy Monday stream. Then, this morning, I found a video I really wanted to watch that looks like fun. That was Amber related. And I was like, you know what? I'm going to have a Cozy Monday stream and I'm going to watch it with them. I made a community post around, it was like 9 a.m. Then Amber uploaded. So then I'm like, okay, I guess I'm reacting to that. Anyway, we'll have, especially my members, like I owe you guys because I made a video and then I privated it. So we'll be doing fun stuff like that this week, definitely. I gotta make it up to you guys. You're moving overseas in 8 days, Liv? Oh my god. Good luck. That's so exciting. Oh man, that's exciting. You're moving to New Zealand. That's so cool. That's so cool. Isn't that like the time change is like a whole day, right? That I would have like I can't imagine the what do you call it? The jet lag. Yeah, Amber does look massively swollen, Deb, in this thumbnail that she chose. I don't know why she chose this thumbnail, but she does look massive, swollen. Who knows what she's been eating? We don't know. I'm just hoping that this whole I gotta wait for weight loss surgery thing didn't derail her. Because she is so freaking close, guys. I can't, like, look, I'm so close to my friggin' redemption story. Yeah, Shelly said it's 7:12 a.m. here Tuesday morning. That is crazy. It is 1 p.m. It is 1 p.m. Eastern here. 1:13. That's so weird. Can you imagine? Had a time change like that, you're losing basically a whole day. It's crazy. So we're like way behind you in time. You celebrate New Year's a solid day before we do. Lucky. You think the diet is out the window, Danny? I hope, or Donnie, I'm sorry. I can't. If that's the case, guys, because what's that going to help? How is going off the diet and going off what they want you to do going to help her weight loss surgery come faster? Oh, yeah. I'm not sure. I have no idea what happened or why her dietitian thinks that she's not ready. I don't know why. But, you know, it happens and setbacks happen. They in life, like it's not just going to be just because she's doing this weight loss surgery thing doesn't mean that the only setback she's going to have ever is weight loss surgery related. Other stuff that happens in life and it's so hard when you have a goal not to let stuff derail you, you know? This is an incredible view, Kelly. This is like she looks like a mountain of a YouTuber. It's really impressive. That's It's 7:14 p.m. in Albania. Like, that's so cool. I sound so ignorant. Like I know these things, but to actually think of them is like really crazy. Yeah, Haley said Amber definitely is not ready, so I get why her dietitian um, told her to wait. I mean, we're not sure what she said, but like I tried explaining, it's a weight loss surgery center, so they want to give you a weight loss surgery. So something happened. She said something. Like I said, Mama Goob thinks that she just maybe said something to the dietitian that, like, maybe because Mama Goob was saying, I forget if I already talked about this, but Mama Goob was, who had weight loss surgery, is explaining that the dietitian's main job is just to give you the diet and check on you, make sure you're following it. That's it, right? That's their job. So it's possible, and this is what Mama Goob said, what's possible is Amber said something like, "Well, I'll try to follow it, but I have binging, you know how Amber does? She's like, "Oh, well, I'll try with any diet." She's like, "I'll try." So, if she was like that with the dietitian, that would absolutely derail things. So, I'm pretty positive that's what happened or something like that. Or maybe Amber was like, "Yeah, I can do that, but I like to blah 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 instead." Something like that. You know what I mean? It can't be that way. You have to just do what the surgeon wants. You have to succumb to their plan entirely, full stop, 100%, right? And they do that to make sure that you're going to be safe for surgery. So they have a very specific thing that they have you do because it works for everybody, basically. So, anyway. Matt Simmer said maybe they found her YouTube and saw that what she did with the candy bars a month ago. I don't know, man. I know it sucks getting rid of stuff that you got in a PO box. There's nothing worse in life. I feel like, but you, but you gotta if it's gonna tempt you when you're doing a weight loss program for weight loss surgery to save your life. You gotta throw that stuff out. Karina said, "quote I'll try, doesn't try at all, fails, cries about her body being unique and how it's unfair." Oh yeah, yeah. Lola said she was told to keep a food journal. Well, Amber has no problem keeping journals. That shouldn't have been an issue. Ooh, Skeptical Zombie said, let Amber have the surgery and then she will learn real consequences of her lying and gaslighting. I look, I have no idea how these weight loss surgery places work. Oh, that's a good point. Viridian Root said, if any of this is not a lie, I'd guess she said something about not taking her multivitamins and having, quote, anxiety about it. Can have anxiety about taking medications your doctor wants you to. Oh, Christy asked, hey, I hate my job. How's everyone today? I hope you get a new one soon. And Garlic points out that nothing gets more, quote, fair with age. Unfortunately, it's true. You just handle stuff not as easily the older you get, guys. Trust me. Trust me. I shouldn't complain to you guys. I just want to update you that my back pain has been pretty good lately. So it seems to be coming and going. I still have to see it. It's been pretty good for like the past week. So I'm not saying I'm not going to the doctor about it. I'm just saying I don't know. I hope this isn't like some chronic thing I have to deal with forever, but maybe. Maybe. I remember I had back surgery when I was 11, which I think I told you guys about. Um and I remember being like a little kid and kind of listening to the surgeon talk to my parents and I remember the surgeon saying that I'm going to be good. I'm going to have no problems until like another 20 or 30 years, right? That's what they said. Well, here we are. So I don't know. So I don't know if that's I don't know. We'll see, guys. I'm just happy I haven't been in pain. It's been really nice. I've been able to get up and do things in the morning. So I and today was like I've been having good mornings like this nearly all week, so I just woke up in a good mood. Heck yeah, had actually cool mom said back surgery at 11. Funny enough, at the time, it's much different now, but at the time, this was a while ago because of mold, but when I was 11, I was actually literally the youngest person to have that surgery. And another I have another funny story. So about that. So I was the youngest, right? And then funny enough, years later in college, I was in like a dorm situation type deal. And I noticed a girl with like the same scar going down her back that I have. Nowadays they do it laparoscopically. You don't really get a scar like that. But anyway, so I noticed her scar, and I was like, "Oh yeah, I had that surgery." And we were talking about it, and she was like, "Yeah, I was super young when I got it at the time. I was 11." And I was like, "Oh my god." I was like, "Me too." And she was like, and then it was a mind blown moment because apparently, because she lives in Virginia, apparently they were waiting to see how a young girl in New Jersey did with the surgery first before they did hers. How blank is that? I I don't even have a word for it. So, how cool is that? We're still Facebook friends. We don't talk much, or at all, but still, I thought that was kind of cool. Though mine was a little unfortunate because um mine was a little unfortunate because they take bone from your hip and fuse it. Like they straighten your spine and then they take the bone from your hip to fuse it so that your back stays straighter, right? And then to support it while it heals, they put rods and pins to support your back. But what happened with me was, my spine rejected the rods and pins, which is like a 1 in 500 chance thing of happening or something. So I wasn't able to move my leg. There was an excellent chance I wasn't going to be able to walk again. So they emergently took the rods and pins out. I was able to walk again, obviously. But I had to wear a body cast for 9 months. Yes, someone said it actually was kind of traumatic. Anyway, that definitely happened to me. I've been a guinea pig my whole life. I've been in multiple clinical trials for MS medications. I've been in 2. So I'm very familiar with the clinical trial process. Anyway, and yes, Cool Mom said anything health issues related is scary. It definitely is. And now that I told you guys that backstory, and it was very hard for me anyway, I think you guys maybe can understand a slight reluctance with me seeing like a back. I don't know. It's just reminding me of, and I just hope the pain magically goes away. So I do have a bit of a hesitation I need to get over. Oh my god, I've been rambling for 24 minutes. I'm so sorry, everybody. Blink has to take care of guinea pigs at work sometimes. Okay. We have much to discuss because apparently, on top of everything else we have to discuss, Amber has lab results. I mean, how exciting is that? You guys want to hear some lab results? I'm
Hey
pumped.
guys, welcome to a new video. So I finished the Stillwater Girl.
Oh, that's great. Very good. I'm glad you finished it.
Hoover.
I'm
thoroughly am enjoying it so far.
I'm finished listening to. I'm sorry, guys, to be skipping so early. I'm sure this will be
Call
over.
from the weight loss clinic, so I have a little update on that.
Yes!
They got my lab results finally, and they tested like a bunch of different things, and everything came back fine, besides my vitamin D is very low. So they're prescribing me like a very high dosage of vitamin D.
Okay, this is not the first time this has happened, so I take it Amber Lynn's off the vitamin D train, even though she's very aware that she has a deficiency. Like, I mean, come on, when was this vitamin D thing? Like 5 years ago? Shelly says boring book report. I just don't I don't know. I just, it's not that I don't care. I just kind of don't care. Meow Meow says pretends to be shocked. I don't have to pretend. Amber just literally shocks me often.
Take once a week, prescribed. So I'm actually going to go get that from the pharmacy. So I'm just very relieved to hear that, like, your girl, the results came back pretty well, because I knew that my vitamin D was low. Like, it's been low.
Okay, right. It's been low. So can you just, but what? But you just don't take it. Have you been afraid to take a vitamin D vitamin too?
It's been very low for years now. So yeah, I just know I'm going to feel a lot better taking this really high dosage vitamin D, because I've taken one in the past and it helps a lot. So
see, that actually speaks volumes. That spoke more volumes than you guys realize. She knows it helps so much. If you guys remember, she was rolling her eyes up to the ceiling and everything. That's how much it helps her. But what? So why would you not take it if it helps you? It just goes to show her psyche. Like, she's not actually interested in feeling or being better or doing better. I think she's more comfortable being sick and people feeling bad for her.
Update I have is, you guys know how, like, I said that I found out that I have to go a whole year without binging, and like, right, I kind of had like a little breakdown moment. Like, I cried in front of my dietitian. It was embarrassing, but right, you know, I just felt very overwhelmed. I didn't like take advantage at the time and like ask more questions about why this is, or just like understand the situation a little bit more.
What do you mean why this? Look, Amber, if you can't control yourself around food, that's a problem, because you have to eat what they tell you to eat. And you must have said something that indicated that you have trouble doing that. So you're not ready. You got to work on it. You got to work on eating what you're told to eat. Am I wrong? Which sounds like it might take, yes, a year, because I mean, you've been doing this, eating whatever the blank you want. Even when you're on a diet, you insist on doing something like Weight Watchers that doesn't eliminate any food. You just have to, right? You have to have the choice. You got to work on that. And yes, that might take a year, because you've been doing this your whole life. You're like 30 something. I mean, that's pretty ingrained. It's actually common sense. It's not, I wouldn't even say it's a setback. It's helping you be friggin' successful.
I have an option of emailing her. So I took advantage of that option, and I kindly...
just gotta bother her. You just gotta... No, don't say that. Jamie's saying brace yourself. No, I'm not. Guys, come on. I can't. I don't have... I'm on thin ice as it is.
Just wanted to like understand things a little bit more. So we've actually been emailing back and forth for a couple of days.
Oh, I'm sure you have been, Amber. Look, she's been blocked for similar things in the past.
She has explained things a little bit better for me, that like there is someone like above her, a psychologist above her, right, who actually reads like all her notes on her patients, and they help decide like the further plan for her patients.
Okay.
And the psychologist...
And you know better, right, Amber? So it was a decision between two psychologists. Is it... Amber's like, well, I'm smarter than a psychologist, but I'm twice as smart as two psychologists.
Thinks that this is what's best for me. and so does the dietitian. But she also wants the surgeon's opinion because everyone is different, every story is different, everyone, it's a different plan, it's not one size fits all at all. So she's actually
Amber, you don't have to worry about that. So
to the surgeon tomorrow about my story and my situation in particular, and she said she's gonna get back
tomorrow. So this is from last Thursday, so we're behind, guys. This is frustrating, but I'm not getting the update. This is, oh, please tell me that friggin' Friday's in this vlog.
I wish I could talk to the surgeon, of course.
I'm sure I know that they're more your level, right, Amber? What do these piddly nutritionists and psychologists know? They don't know nothing. I want to talk to the surgeon, Amber says. Like any other Karen. I gotta talk to the manager. She's such a friggin' Karen. She's just gotta have the friggin' special treatment. Are you kidding me? Because she's like, I can convince the surgeon. I can do it. They can't do it. They're not capable, but I can.
There's a lot of like telephone and like through the grapevine type thing. And I would love to talk to the surgeon.
You don't figure that the surgeon might be a little friggin' busy for you to ask if you can have Yassos? Anyway.
One-on-one. I understand I can't right now. The surgeon is very popular. There's just a way that they do things, and I understand that. So I think after...
She understands. She's accepting this very reluctantly, guys. I should be able to talk to the famous surgeon.
You know, she talks to the surgeon and communicates to me what the surgeon thinks should happen. I think I'll have a clearer answer. And I think what would be really helpful to me...
Wait, I still don't understand. What do you mean a clearer answer? It sounded pretty clear. It sounded like you need to work on doing what you're expected to do. I mean, I know you think you're a special case that can do what everybody else is, and I can't. This is serious red flag patient stuff, Kelly. I can't.
And I don't know if this is like because I have that obsessive side of me. Like I was diagnosed with OCPD, which is obsessive compulsive personality disorder.
Oh my god. Oh my god. See, she doesn't have run-of-the-mill average OCD. Oh no, she has OCPD. Very, very unique. She is clearly an extremely unique case that needs to speak with the surgeon personally over dinner. OBCD. It's one of the funniest moments in Amberlynn history. Yes, she has a super special OCD, Abby. Oh, I'm so sorry to bother you, but I have OCPD. I'm sure you understand. So I gotta bother you all the time and ask you, like, rein it in.
That like 5 years ago, and it was just like a couple years ago I was diagnosed with actual OCD. You can have both. So I don't know if it's one of these.
Oh my god,
it's like
she's so unique. She has both. I think OCPD kind of implies you have OCD. Am I wrong?
Feel like I need to have my surgery date scheduled. Even if it is a year from now or 10 months from now. I want to know the date because for some reason it's like I know I'm working toward.
So clearly not ready. I know I'm working toward. I know it's because it's so temporary. Everything is temporary with her. Even when she went vegan because she was giving herself a 14-day challenge. I'm going to care about the animals for 14 days. And then I'm going to post about it on YouTube. And everyone's going to be so proud. And then I'm going to eat chicken nuggets again. I don't know, like, it's just she has no interest in changing her life. She has no concept of just the rest of her life. It's just... She's so not ready. It's not like she proved to me in the last video that she wasn't ready, and she's currently really doubling down. And yes, Alyssa, extremely entitled vibes. I'm special. I want to talk to the surgeon. I want a date. Are you kidding me? They're not going to schedule you a date if they don't even know if you can follow instructions yet. Oh, I cannot wait to see Mama Goob reply to this. Like, I'm already like...
something big and something amazing and something life-changing. But I feel like if I have that exact date, then it's like I could touch it. I could feel it.
You don't think, Amber, you don't think that maybe that's kind of a problem? You are trying to get weight loss surgery right now. I can't. This is so... Exactly. Megan said, how can she expect to get a date if she hasn't even been approved? Oh my God. I know. Pudge Like Fudge said she's so arrogant. Tell me about it.
It's there. I don't know if that's like part of my OCPD, but I just feel like I need it scheduled.
Well, it's annoying, that's for sure. And the thing is, here's the thing, Amber. Here's the thing with life, right? Say you have OCPD and you're annoying because of it, and you ask a bunch of annoying questions like this example. I mean, did you ever figure that maybe, like, so let's say you're wondering all these questions and you're thinking, boy, I'm thinking all these things because I have OCD. You don't think that maybe you need a pause and think, okay, I'm just being obsessive. I don't know what's going to happen. Let me move on. So you're just going to roll around in your OCPD and expect everybody else to accommodate your annoyingness? Do you think for a second that maybe it's you that's got to change? You expect everybody else to arrange everything around you just because you have a... I can't.
And it's like, obviously, if I don't meet requirements and I don't do what they tell me to do, etc., then the surgery is going to be canceled.
Obviously.
But it's like, if I do everything they tell me I'm going to do and what I'm supposed to do, and it's like, if I have a date for when my life is absolutely going to change, I can see myself being more successful.
Amber, why is it being more successful? How? Guys, I can't. Why am I reacting to this? Why wouldn't just simply improving your life be enough to just... You have to make these changes anyway. This solidifies, like in cement, how not ready she is. She sees the surgery as an end date. But I've really learned a lot about the surgery this past week because I've been watching videos. And it's hardly the end when you get the surgery, and regain is a real thing. In fact, I went down a rabbit hole about binge eating and bariatric surgery, and in some patients, in a lot of patients, I forget how many, but I mean, it was still a minority, but it was a significant minority of people who have bariatric surgery develop a binge eating disorder. It definitely happens. So this is something that she's going to have to spend... Look at her face. I can't... This is something she's just got to friggin' work on. You figure the surgery date is the end goal. That's just the beginning. It's going to continue to be hard. Then what happens when you get used to your stomach? Because that's also going to happen. Are you going to go back to overeating? And it's only you that's going to be able to stop yourself from getting it. You're not going to be able to easily get another weight loss surgery. I can't. I'm sorry, guys.
It doesn't make sense to you guys, I'm sure. I'm sure it's not going to make any sense, which is fine. But just don't come for me. Don't judge me.
The only thing I'm judging is you not getting help for this and expecting everybody else to accommodate your neuroticness. That's infuriating. It
seems like more obtainable. It's like I could touch it, I could feel it, I could taste it. If like there's an actual date. I don't know how to explain it. It's weird, okay? It's just because I hate the unknown.
Okay. These are things you got to work on. You got a year, Amber. Nobody who likes the unknown. Everybody would love to know what's going to happen definitely every day. Everybody would love... Can you imagine if you got to look at a calendar and know what you were going to do that day years in advance? Can you imagine? Jamie says, "Oh, I'm judging." You can't expect people to accommodate this nonsense. I'm sorry.
I hate the unknown. It's like the worst. So that is
Nobody likes the unknown. The unknown, everything's unknown. You don't know what's gonna happen. You could have. I just heard a story about a woman who used to she taught ballet when me and my sister were young, and yes, we went to ballet and tap. Leave me alone. Anyway, the instructor, I found out a year after we had left, because I didn't stay in there. I didn't like ballet necessarily. A year later, a car went through her house, and now she's paralyzed. It was a random freak accident. You have no idea what's going to happen. So what, you're gonna pester your surgeon? What's going to happen to me in 7 months? Are you kidding me? The surgeon doesn't know if you're going to follow the plan or none of it. You got to demonstrate that you can follow their instructions first.
Thing that is possible, because I know there are people, because there's people who have reached out to me who have gotten weight loss surgery. So many of you. So thank you for reaching out to me on my Instagram and sharing your stories. I love reading them and corresponding with you guys. A lot of you actually had your surgery like scheduled for 3 months out.
Right, after they were approved, ass. You haven't gotten there yet. You messed something up with the dietitian. You said something. And you messed it up and demonstrated to the dietitian that you're not ready. There's absolutely nothing unfair. She's still acting like a victim. She's still acting like... You can't be a victim on a weight loss journey, in my opinion. Whether you have the surgery or do it yourself.
Like, okay, so if people can do that, then I'm pretty sure...
They were approved. I mean, did the surgeon approve her yet? Like, what?
Like 10 to 12 months out is possible as well. It's just, it gives me a goal. It's like a physical goal.
Wait, health isn't goal enough? Living isn't goal enough? If health and living isn't goal enough, you're not ready. What do you think is going to carry you through a year after surgery and things start to get tough?
And there's no unknown. There's no like, oh my God, when is this going to happen? So that is something that I want to talk about.
It's going to happen when you're approved. Am I missing something? Well, that's another thing. Not another sock puppet said. They said a year, Amber, for frig's sake. God, I know. She looks so confused, Skeptical Zombie. I mean, it sounds very clear to me.
My dietitian and then like the surgeon, because eventually I will be seeing the surgeon. And I'm excited for that appointment because it's like the surgeon is like the end all be all type thing.
Okay, so you haven't even made it to the surgeon yet and you're wondering why you weren't given a date? She's so entitled. She thinks she should just get a date because she deserves it. Because she took a few tests. I can't.
And, you know, for a minute there, I thought it was the psychologist was the end all be all, but it's not. There's so many little tiny things.
You didn't figure that the surgeon, you thought the surgeon would have less say, the surgeon, the one performing the surgery, would have less say than a psychologist?
When you get weight loss surgery, outside of like the bigger picture and the bigger things that you have to change, it's a lot. And
right, it's a lot. It's a big decision getting bariatric surgery that apparently you made. It's a big decision, Amber. Like, yes. Like, what? I can't, guys, my head. I just want this friggin' surgery to happen. Okay? Thornback said, but Daddy, I want it now.
Someone like me.
Someone like me. Someone unique.
Obsessive compulsive personality disorder, where I feel like I have to be in control and I have to have it the right way. And like the appointments have to be.
Amber, you got to work on that. That's not our problem. That's not the world's problem that you have OPD, whatever. Like, it's not the world's problem. You got to deal with it. You know what it is, guys? It's like I've had to, with my mobility, right? So am I going to whine because everything in the world isn't reachable by wheelchair? Like, or am I just going to try to adapt so should I just stay home and whine and cry because the world isn't made for disabled people? I don't get it. I mean, ask for help when you need it, sure, but like to expect the whole world to accommodate you is bizarre.
The right way and the right order, and it's just like I don't have this control, and I feel like I would have a sense of control if I just like.
Also, not the world's problem that you're a control freak, by the way, people. I'm not just talking to Amber. That's also not the world's problem. It's something you got to work on.
Had an exact date and I could work towards that goal. I'm totally rambling right now, but I don't know. I'm just feeling more hopeful. I know in that video where I told you guys like this, this whole year, it just gives me room to fail, blah, blah, blah.
Well, if that's how you feel, Amber, then you're going to fail. I mean, why don't you start telling yourself a different story? This year, I'm going to kill it, and how about that? I'm going to go to therapy, I'm going to journal, I'm working this stuff out. Like, how about that? I know. Altus said, ableist, that there's no wheelchair ramp up Mount Everest. It's so unfair. You know what, guys? How dare you? How dare rock walls exist? You know what? Because I don't get to do it, no one does.
I've obviously had some time to like think on it and absorb the information.
Oh, you're not absorbing anything, Amber. You're like a what's it called? You're like really damaged, low porosity hair, Amber. You're not absorbing nothing. It's beating right off of you.
And I've had some people tell me that I was a spoiled brat.
Like a duck. A spoiled brat, I'm sorry. You're like a duck in the water. Just sorry. You're not. All these thoughts, Amber, they're just beating right off into the runoff of fail.
Because I was upset? That to me.
No, you're a spoiled brat for expecting. You're expecting the date you're going to get surgery, and you're expecting to talk to the surgeon yourself, and you're expecting all these like special things. All right, this is a good thing. My anger is being replaced by laughing. So,
ma'am, spoiled brat who? No.
I can't, Amber. I can't. She's like, I want to talk to the famous surgeon personally before I was even approved. And I'm like, come on. Yeah, I've heard that theory going around. Oya said Winifred gave her the ultimatum, point blank, period. I've definitely heard that before. I've definitely heard that. Was Winifred expecting to be sitting around waiting for an approval a year? I've definitely, that's crossed my mind.
I'm ready to actively change my life, and I know
that. Wait, friggin' who said that? Ruthie said, who called her a spoiled brat? Who didn't after that video?
Lost surgery, it's gonna make it happen quicker and faster. It's gonna save my life. Hold on, someone's calling me. Anyways.
Oh, maybe it's the famous surgeon, Amber.
Answer this, and I will talk to you guys later. But I'm not a spoiled brat. I'm just ready to change my life. Okay, I'm back. I just got off the phone. I just felt like I needed to finish my thought.
Oh, I guess it wasn't nobody famous. She didn't brag about who it was calling.
Process. Yeah, I've had time to like think and like absorb and process, and obviously it was disheartening because like in my heart I was like, yeah, I got this. I'm totally gonna get surgery by summer, and it's like the fact that I was told that, you know, that's probably not gonna happen. Like, of course that was a little.
So okay, so it's got to be by her time frame. Like, she is just such a friggin' control freak. She's like a nightmare patient. What a friggin' nightmare.
Sad. And it's like, if I wouldn't have felt that way, if I would have just been like, oh, okay, that's totally fine, then I know I'm not wanting this at all. Because I'm very much like instant gratification. I want, you know, that instant.
And you don't think that that's a problem? You don't want to work on that a little bit, or?
It's like, I only want that when I really want something. So if I wouldn't have felt the way that I did when I was first told that information, then it's like, that's an indicator that, Amberlynn, you don't want this as bad as you thought you did, you know? So it's like the fact that I did react that way is a total Amberlynn, like, of course I'm going to feel disheartened, and I'm going to, you know, I've spent my whole life, like my first diet when I was 11 years old.
Right. So you figure it might, so it's been your whole life. So what's 1 year to work your crap out so you're not this neurotic about it? Why don't you work on your crap so you can just simply do what you're expected to do? Apparently you have difficulty with that. You got a year to work on it. How is this a bad thing? I keep going back to what I was saying. I said in the, you know, when I first heard about this.
I've spent my whole life yo-yo dieting.
Right.
And it's like, if I was able to do it by myself, oh, someone just walked past the window. If I was able to do it by myself and be successful by myself, then I would have already done it.
Correct.
And I know that with this extra tool of weight loss surgery, it's going to change my life and it's going to help me. This might be the tool that might actually save my life.
So you just realized this now? Nessie said, quote, "This is such an Amberlynn." Well, everything you say in every video is.
Example, if you're trying to hang up this picture, and it's like you try to hang it up for 10 years and it's not hanging. You're like, what is happening? You realize, oh, okay, this picture is pretty heavy. Maybe I need a nail. Get that nail. The nail is right there. It's in arm's reach.
Okay.
But they say, you know what? Let's wait a year. You're like, damn.
Okay.
I just need that one last little tool so I can hang the picture on my wall.
She's still not getting it. She's still not getting it. Why she's got to wait a year. She still doesn't get it. The amount of money that I would pay to know what happened in that conversation with the dietitian. Lazy Dogs Ranch said, "A nail is not a tool." Look, just, you know what? This is making sense in her wormy brain, I guess. Like, she thinks that this is just an unfortunate thing that happened for no reason still, basically. Anyway.
A bad metaphor, but that's just the best way to explain it, that like my picture can't be hung without the nail, you know, and that's my metaphor for weight loss surgery. Sure.
Okay. All right. Well, that explains a lot.
I can lose some weight on my own, but I can't get to a healthy weight without the help of surgery. And you guys have seen that. I've lost 89 pounds multiple times in my life. The most I've ever lost is 116. I can't go any further than that. Like, I need help. And that is why weight loss surgery is there. And, you know, I'm very saddened that people took it that way, that I seem like a spoiled brat, or like I was throwing a tantrum. God, no.
You cried in the dietitian's office, apparently. Junik said you could have stayed in the ED program. All right, that's look. We gotta let that one go, I guess. I know. Jamie said she can't even give up takeout. Look at her face. So she thinks that the surgery is going to take away the wanting to get takeout. She has no idea that these are like she's got to make lifestyle changes before the surgery. She has no clue. She clearly needs a whole year to understand what's about to happen.
God, no. It was just so... I've been so stressed with all of the tests and not being able to turn to food for like emotional reasons. And, you know, you have to realize that for years at a time,
Amber,
for months at a time.
You can't turn to food for emotional reasons after you got to work on that. The surgery isn't going to, that's a psychological thing you got to work on. The whole turning to food for whatever. Like that's something you got to work on. The surgery isn't going to fix your mind. It just makes your stomach smaller. And eventually, from what I understand, you kind of eventually get used to it and can go back to gaining weight. So, I mean, I've seen it for sure. Anyway.
Whatever it may be, whatever era I was in my life, I would turn to food all the time.
Right.
And already that being taken from me because I'm so serious about weight loss surgery, like already that being taken.
You got to take that anyway, Amber, whether you want the surgery or not. You don't get to use food for comfort and also be on a weight loss journey at the same time. No matter how you're losing weight, it doesn't work. You got to... That's another thing that you need a whole friggin' year to work on.
It just adds a whole other stress on top of like all the appointments and just everything.
Oh no, not appointments. Oh, that's terrible. Appointments. Oh no. I can't imagine doing all that.
Really stressful. And I don't need people to understand that, but I guess it's just like to be called a spoiled brat when it's like, that's not me. That's not me. That is not who I am as a person.
Amber, I don't know. I can. So Amber, So in the past, when you've asked a girlfriend to get you food and they said no, you said, okay, sweetie. That was your reaction, right? Okay.
And to be told, like, you're throwing a tantrum. What?
You're throwing a tantrum right now. You still are.
I'm sad that, like...
Thank you for the super chat, Jamie. Jamie said, wait, did she just admit that the appointments caused stress so she overate and then gained? That's probably why they didn't approve her. Did I miss that? Hold on, guys. I'm going to go back a little bit. I may have been talking.
Of, like, all the appointments and just... and taken from me because I'm so serious about weight loss surgery. Like already that being taken, it just adds a whole other...
It wasn't taken. You weren't approved. Now, how, in what shape or form was it taken? Were you canceled as a patient or something? You're not ready for it. It wasn't taken. You're not ready. It's like a grandpa buying a car for their grandson, but the grandson's like, I don't know, 13 years old, right? And they got to wait until they're ready to drive the car. You got to get ready first. You're not entitled to drive the car just because grandpa bought you. Am I making sense? Anyway.
Stress on top of like all the appointments and just everything. It's just been really stressful. And I don't need people to understand that, but I guess it's just like to be called a spoiled brat when it's like, that's not me. That's not me. That is not who I am as a person at all. And to be told, like, you're throwing a tantrum.
Amber, this yes, has been a tantrum. You've been going on about how unfair it is that you're not approved, but you're just not ready yet, and you got to get ready. Period. It's like there's nothing else to it. It's not even unfair.
What? Yeah,
What? 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 What'd the universe do? Oh, that's so unfair. Why'd the universe do that to me? The magical, mystical things in the air that make things happen to me. Like, come on.
that like saving my life has been prolonged, and I know a lot of people are like, do it yourself then in this year.
Right? Who?
Yeah, I'm gonna do.
I don't even know what's a. I had a thought, I lost it. She's actually blowing my mind. I'm not even relaxed. My mind is just. Can I go back for a second? What'd she say?
I'm sad that like saving my life has been prolonged, and I know a lot of people are like, do it yourself then.
So who prolonged it, Amber? What prolonged it? She still thinks it's like the universe that prolonged it. She is incapable of seeing her role in this. She is just so friggin' not ready. It's scary. I'm scared she even made it this far.
Here. Yeah, I'm gonna do what they tell me, but I'm not gonna be able to actively save my life in this year until I get weight loss surgery. Just like I cannot hang this picture successfully until I have the nail that I need. And I don't know how else to explain that.
I can't. So you don't consider taking the steps necessary to get approved for weight loss surgery a part of saving your own life at this point? So you might as well just sit around and waste the year because the universe did this to you? God, I can't.
And I'm just very grateful that like my dietitian completely understands where I'm coming from, because
that poor dietitian.
Sometimes the risk of getting weight loss surgery is less than the risk of not getting it. And that is a very like hot topic of like, which is more risky for me currently. And in my heart and in my soul, I feel like it's more risky for me not to get the surgery.
That's a good point. Jen reminds me that Amber calls the things that she's supposed to practice to get ready for surgery stupid little rules. So, I mean, you think these things are stupid little rules. Everything is just an inconvenience until you get the thing that's going to the magical thing that's going to solve all your problems. And like she really thinks that way about weight loss surgery. Like it'll be the end all. She won't have to worry about this stuff anymore. She won't have to think about what she's eating. Like she'll never diet again after it. I don't know what the blank she's thinking, but she's got some changes to make in my opinion.
Because we all know Amber Lynn, and I don't hold on to success for months at a time. I don't. Like, I'll do amazing for a couple weeks, and then I just fall flat.
Okay, so if she said that to the dietitian, that's a problem. Like, if she considers doing what the dietitian expects her to make, the dietitian is expecting her to make changes, right? And these changes need to be permanent because this is changing her stomach. And she thinks it's stupid. And it's just, like, you have to do these things after your surgery. You get that, right? Like, it's not like you get the surgery and you never have to think about what you're eating again, or, like, I can't.
And I end up failing because I feel like I have nothing to work towards. And now I do. You know, I have weight loss surgery to work towards.
So what are you going to work towards after the surgery? Like, you got to change your whole friggin' mind, Amber. Because this is the rest of your life, actually. Like, you need to make these changes for the rest of your life. Jen said the dietitian has entered the chat. Boy, I hope not.
Bottom line. And
right, Purbug said she's pressuring the dietitian. That's a red flag. She's not ready. Thank you for the super chat. Hey, it's Kiki. They said, don't mean to be morbid, but I know people who have said 10, maybe 5 years, but with this mindset, all right, I hear what you're saying. This is an extremely poor mindset. This is a toxic mindset. This is so toxic. Right, she thinks she can go back to Uber Eats after weight loss surgery and no, hon, you gotta. These are for the rest of your life changes. I mean, why wouldn't you keep doing what the weight loss surgery place wants you to, knowing that your life hangs in the balance? How is that not enough? I don't get it.
Long story short, it's just this program worries about people with BED or possible BED because you don't want your stomach to rupture after surgery or anything like that. Whether I was misdiagnosed in the past or not, the fact is I was diagnosed and I was seeing a psychologist for a year. I literally had someone message me and they're like, my first appointment with the weight loss surgery place is coming up. And should I lie to them about having binge eating disorder? And I responded to them and I said, no, you need to be honest. Because yes, for some programs like mine, it's a big setback. I know there's a lot of programs out there where it's not like this. And unfortunately, I'm not lucky enough to have found that program. But it's like, there's a big bittersweet because the surgeon I'm seeing, phenomenal. The team, phenomenal. Like,
I don't know if she thinks she's misdiagnosed. I think she just regrets telling them that she has a binge problem. That's what it sounds like. Unless Jamie said, Laz, nobody asked you for advice. Please, nobody ask you for advice. Though this one time, if this even actually happened, that was a good response, to be honest. So I'll approve of that. Lori points out, Amber, you're over 500 pounds. You definitely have a BED or a food addiction. So.
I love the dietitian. I love everyone that I've spoken to at this weight loss clinic. Everyone I have seen.
Of course she shaded her weight loss surgery program, Thornback. Why wouldn't she? She's so friggin' arrogant, I can't.
Phenomenal. Like, everything that I feel has nothing to do with them. It has been just an amazing experience besides this setback. But it has nothing to do with them.
It's not a setback, so, Amber. You're not ready for it. You're not ready. How is it a setback? If you're not ready for it, you're not ready for it. You'll get it when you're ready. Do what the program tells you to do, and you'll be ready soon. Oh my God.
The thing that I'm saying is just because, like, I'm an impatient little gal, and I'm ready to save my life.
Okay, it's nobody's problem but you that you're impatient.
A year does seem super far, I'm not gonna lie. But it's okay. It's okay. Time goes by regardless. And in a year from now, I could be in a way better spot.
Then why are you whining? Then I can't. That's what we all said, or that's what I said when she first told us this news. That was my exact response. A year's gonna pass anyway, though. Let's see if Amber mentions working on things for this year.
I have to really look at, like, the positives of the situation as well.
Right, and there's many. The positive is that you're not ready for weight loss surgery, and maybe you'll get ready this year.
Like, they're looking out for me, and I love that.
Right.
So what I was saying was, like, yeah, someone messaged me and said, should I tell them should I lie about that? And I was like, what? No. I hope that that is not what I am portraying.
Oh no, Amber, trust me. Nobody looks at what you do and think, boy, I'm going to do that. Except maybe the diamond painting. That's kind of cool. My mom's been doing that and my nieces. They've been diamond painting for hours a day. Like, my mom's doing it right now. She's been down there since 9 a.m. Okay? Anyway.
That you should lie. Because that is...
Thank you, Amber.
No. You need to be 100% honest.
Thank you.
I never even, for like 3 seconds, thought, maybe I should lie. No.
Yeah,
do not do
Amber.
that. And I hope that my story is not making other people want to lie their way into surgery or out of surgery. Like, absolutely not. But I do feel like, because a lot of people seem to be confused with my whole BED story, diagnosed.
Thank you for the super chat. Hey, it's Kiki. She said all her doctors are always amazing and phenomenal, but she never follows their instructions, like with her cancer. God forbid it hasn't spread. Tell me about it. I'm very worried about that, and so is Mama Goob. Because she has an enhanced breast cancer risk, and Mama Goob is hoping that she's getting checked for that.
Situation.
She's in menopause now. Like, she's got to worry about that kind of stuff.
I do want to, in a different video, because I feel like I'm being so long-winded. I was not expecting this. To sit and just like talk. So I'm sorry. But I think in a future video, I do want to explain the process of me being diagnosed and what was said and that whole situation, because I know there are a lot of people who are like so confused. Or like, how come 1 minute you have it, 1 minute you don't?
Well, Amber, Kelly is that Kelly? Yeah, Kelly pointed out. She friggin' like you admitted to getting Uber Eats 3 or 4 times a day. Like, is that BED or what? What is that? I mean, I can't help but think that there's nothing more. I agree that there's nothing more BED than that. I guess, is it BED? Is it addiction? That I'm a little unclear about, but either way, it seems to be preventing Amber from 100% following, program's rules. So
maybe I should just like go further into detail. And that brings me to like so many situations in my life, because I've had people like, your foster care timeline doesn't make sense. And I'm just like,
Amber, why are you talking? This is a video about your lab results, weight loss surgery. Why are we talking about this? Now it's devolving. Is the last 5 minutes going to be her yelling at us for believing conspiracy theories?
People,
what are you, Joe Biden?
Like consider me a liar about everything, because they'll only watch like a few of my videos, and then they'll skip some of my videos and watch just like reaction channels and just like hear what reaction channels say, where reaction channels 9 times out of 10 have their information wrong. And it's just like, no wonder why people are so confused. Like, I have flat out seen comments where people are like, no, actually, this is the fact and not this. And like, the fact is so wrong. It's like an actual lie. So it's like,
of course, she's got no examples. She's just ranting, just yelling at us about we don't know what, because there's no example.
I don't know, people are just getting confused and stuff. And it's like, I need to make a whole video where it's like frequently asked questions.
I'm sure it'll be just as rambly.
Me just explaining things and timelines and situations and confusions, because it just seems like people are just like so confused about everything I talk about. And it's like, I don't know how, because I try my hardest to explain myself to the best of my ability without oversharing.
You've used like binge eating and food addiction as like just kind of interchangeable terms that you blame stuff on, but only sometimes, and some of them you're cured of and some of them you're not, and I'm like, it's
and
so
even so, like, I feel like I overshare, so it's like, I don't know what I'm doing over here. I'm trying my hardest. Like, I literally have envisioned myself making a whole foster care timeline, like actually physically drawing it out to show you guys.
You've envisioned something you didn't actually do? Get out.
Because people are like, I thought you never lived with your parents? How come you say you've lived with your parents? Oh my God, I'm confused. Oh my God, she's lying. Like, it just doesn't add up. Shit doesn't add up. Oh my God. I hate when people say that about my life or things that I'm talking about or sharing.
So now she's like devolved into ranting about her haters and the foster care story, and she's all over the place.
Of the biggest pet peeves I have with like people watching me or like choosing to watch.
Right now it's just general pet peeves about people that watch her.
Reaction channels.
It's so devolved, guys. This is like, it's like when Mert comes in during one of my streams. Now she's just yelling things at us.
Like ignoring what I'm saying, but like listening to the reaction channels, like
no examples, no, just rambling.
That is one of my biggest pet peeves. Shit ain't adding up. Because you're using the wrong math, honey. Like, that's why.
This is so rambly. She's just rambling, ranting about whatever. She's just now she's ranting about Zachary Michael randomly.
The only reason why it's not adding up because you're not. It's the wrong equation. You're doing multiplication in a division book. Like, you're what?
Okay. Well, now you're talking about multiplication and division, so I think I'm officially lost. Not another sock puppet said, Amber, do you even want to be a public figure?
Steps I need to do because it's 4 p.m. and I'm barely at 2,000 steps.
Oh, VG said, Amber, why are you yelling at us? I can't. All right, now we're talking about our steps. All right.
I need to do a little bit of this. Earlier I was reading while walking.
What is that?
I had my book and I was just like, do. How you doing today? So.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. Oh, I also heard like people aren't believing my steps, and someone actually said, yeah, I work retail and I barely get 3,000 steps a day. 10 minutes a day? Like, I don't get it. Because if you're working retail, and are you like walking? Because if you're walking for 8 hours a day, you should be getting a lot more than 3,000. So
not Amber bragging about how she walks more than retail workers. Amber, you wouldn't be able to stand for 12 hours if you were in like a wet stall with nails on the floor. Like, you come on. I can't.
Your Fitbit or whatever is counting your steps, it's inaccurate. Because when
maybe yours is? I'm just saying, she takes very, very dainty steps. I'm just saying.
Go to the physical grocery store.
Maybe the Fitbit is confused by Amber's movements. And it's counting other types of jostles and jiggles as a step. I don't know. Guy, I'm kidding. I'm sorry, but that was hilarious.
2,000 steps. Easy peasy. So I don't know, folks. I just feel like I have never lied about my steps ever, and people just want me to be lying about everything. They do. They just want me to be lying.
This is what I was correct. The last 5 minutes was her just rambling, ranting at us. So she can't help herself but spend at least 3/4 of the video ranting about us and blaming. She is so entrenched in that victim gotta fight back mentality, and that mentality is really the victim, I can't do nothing, the victimness. I don't care how you're trying to lose weight, with the surgery, no matter the diet, nothing, however you're doing it is not going to work with a victim mentality, because it's going to be literally only you who decides what you put in your mouth. There's no room for victim. There's no room for, oh, they made me. In my experience anyway.
Like,
she is so deep.
I haven't lied about anything. And people just out here.
I haven't lied about anything. Amberlynn Reed 2023. VG points out her cycles are coming in faster and faster. I think she is in phase 2 right now, but she's stuck in the confines of a program and it's really frustrating her. And now she's just flailing and ranting about random things such as people don't believe my steps and Zachary Michael's magnifying glass and just random stuff.
That's a lot. That's a lot. This whole video is a lot. Like, how? Like, it makes my brain hurt. Like, physically, if like my brain hurts when people are like, this whole video is a lie.
Well, Kelly points out, Amber, you literally made a video about lying. I think she made more than one.
When every single last letter and syllable that I said in the video is 100% truth.
Okay.
This video is
it's truth as she remembers it anyway. Just saying.
I'm just like, oh my God. Yeah. It's just exhausting. It's so...
No, it's exhausting listening to you complain for over 5 minutes.
Exhausting. Anyways, I'm going to go. And I will see you guys in my next video, my next vlog. I know this vlog was just me like talking a mile a minute. It's just sometimes I just need to express myself and express...
Look at her checking the time because she's so busy.
Concern and explain myself. And I literally could continue this.
Jen said, who films something like this and posts it? It's so funny you say that. Because I absolutely have recorded ranting videos and then not posted them. I've done that because I've vlogged so long, guys. Like, I haven't done it recently, but there were videos, especially when I first became disabled, that I would record and it would just be me venting, ranting, blah, blah, blah. And I never posted them. It's so funny you say that.
Conversation for the next lifetime. Like, I could still talk. I could just ramble on forever, I promise. But I actually need to go to the pharmacy before it closes. Do pharmacies close at 6?
Well, it depends on the pharmacy. Check your friggin'... They're all different.
I don't really know. So I'm gonna go do that. I'm probably gonna take a little Uber. I get so much anxiety. Feline is working and I don't want to bother her. She's always willing to help me whenever, but it's like people have beat it into my head that I can't do things on my own. No, I don't drive.
Okay, so the fact that she's even like talking about this right now indicates to me that no, it is not often that Amber takes an Uber. It's not, I mean, she likes to talk about it like it's something she does all the time, but guys, if it was, she wouldn't be pitching a fit about that right now, too. So, anyway. Uber.
No means. But I don't need nobody. I can do everything on my own. That's why there's Ubers, okay?
Okay.
They're there to help people who don't drive.
Well, somebody, I mean, you need somebody to drive the car, though. It's not like... So, but the Uber drivers don't count as somebody, so...
And that's okay. Anyways, I'm rambling. I'm gonna go.
All right, imagine being...
See you guys in the next video.
All right, imagine being that Uber driver picking up Amber. Poor guy or girl. Well, that was a tough one, guys. Anyway. You were right. All of you that were warning me about this one, thank you. Not Another Sock Puppet said, quote, I don't need nobody. Yeah, right. Nah. Well, Megan, apparently she is taking an Uber, so, you know, hater. Oh no, Robotic Bunny said, I've been a subscriber to Justine since 2011, and she is responsible for throwing me into Girl World. I am so sorry. You did miss it. Who said that? Chris. You missed it, but you know what? Maybe you're better off. Because... Hayes Faye points out CVS and other pharmacies deliver meds. Yeah, I've been using, actually, Amazon Pharmacy for my, Baclofen. So, this way I don't have to ask anybody to pick it up for me. I only pick it up once every 3 months, but... I could have my Avonex delivered, but when they deliver Avonex, it comes in a really annoying packaging that I have no idea how to. It's like I can't. I don't know that it's. I can't recycle the dang thing, and it's hard to throw out the box it comes in. So, anyway. You've been watching since the JP Metz days, Lainey? Oh my god. I get so angry sometimes that it's like I need to bring back JP Metz. Robotic Bunny subscribed to me because of my hair. Let me tell you what, my hair is like unbelievable right now. It's like, it's so bouncy. It's like, oh, I love it. I love this Wee Daddy stuff. It's like amazing. Eloise said Amber can't use a seatbelt. No one's going to let her in their Uber. Well, they have the Uber XLs. I don't know. Maybe she could in one of those. I don't know. All right, guys. Well, it is, I want to wrap this up. So, I guess I'll be live, the next time Amber uploads. I'll be live the next day around noon. Today was a little different because I usually have Monday at 1 p.m. pre-planned. I go live Monday at 1, mostly every week. So today was a little different. But when Amber uploads next, I'll be live the next day at noon. So keep an eye out for it. Yeah, Uber XL is a thing, Garlic. VG said this was a video, I guess. I know. This was a really hard one. Oh my god. I still hope that she gets the dang surgery, okay? Alright, everybody. I hope you have a great day and a good week. It's freaking Monday, which stinks, but I do have a 90-day to watch. I'm excited about that. By the way, how come 90-day hasn't been... I've noticed 90-day... Is it 90-day the other way that's on now? Friggin', it's not... It's on Sundays, but it's not available on Discovery Plus until Monday. I noticed that this season, and that's new this season, and I don't like that. All right, guys. So I hope you have a great week, and I will